I think everyone should start putting some respect on the name of Wheeler Yuta after tonight's performance. He's earned himself a spot in the Blackpool Combat Club. Danhausen beating their head out of Trent Beretta. We got Cody 2.0 along with his Yoko Ono and much, much more. This is Wrestling Band's back again, and you know what that means. It's time for another review. It's AEW Rampage. Let's do this. So it kicks off with a great match. Bryan Danielson versus Trent Beretta, two veterans of the ring. This was always going to be a classic. Regal on commentary. What more could you ask for from this opening segment of Dynamite? Rampage, sorry. Very, very good match. Obvious that Danielson was picking up the win, but Trent took it all the way. Very, very good. And I love Regal on commentary. He could stick around on commentary for me. Bright, who's up the place, does the Blackpool lad. Good win. And we move on. We go backstage. We've got Hook trying to be interviewed by some bird. He ain't interested. He's munching his crisps, listening to his earpods. Walks away, chucks his crisps in the bin. And then there's Danhausen. What is that? Why is he eating crisps out of a bin? What a wrong un. What a wrong un. Yeah, big dosser. Anyway, we move to Scorpio Sky in the ring with Ethan Page and Dan Lambert and these heels. They've got themselves another obnoxious couple to deal with. Cody and Brandi 2.0, Sammy Guevara and Yoko Ono. Ty Conti, you might know her as. My God, what has she done to Sammy Guevara? She's killed the character of Sammy Guevara. She's killed him dead. He was over as a babyface, so one of the top babyface, one of the pillars of AEW, and she has torn him down. Broken him. I will be your Yoko Ono. I will follow you wherever you go. I will kill every promo. And I will make you look like a fucking jackass. What a fucking load of shit this is. How can Dan Lambert seem less obnoxious than these two? How can they be the most obnoxious people in this segment with Dan Lambert in it? And Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. Why are we backing them? Can't stand the pair of them. Cannot stand to see them, look at them, hear them. Everything Page was spitting was pure facts about them. Same with Lambert and same with Sky. All the fans agreed as well. They're backing them rather than that obnoxious pair of twats. What have they done to Sammy Guevara? What has she done to Sammy Guevara? Anyway, we move. We go on to whose house? Swerve's house. He's going up against Kevin James, wannabe QT Marshall. My eyes are getting weary. My back is getting tight. He looks like him, doesn't he? I'm sorry, every time I see QT Marshall, I see Kevin James. Go and look at the pair and put them together. Just a little bit of skinnier version of him. Not much, though. Not much. He's catching up. Of course, we know who's winning this one. Whose house? Swerve's house. Swerve. Anyway, he's got a match. He's got bigger fish to fry on Dynamite. He's going up against Starks and Hobbs with his boy Keith Lee. Going to be a decent tag match, that one. That could be a banger. That could be a sleeper match. That could steal the show on Dynamite next week. Looking forward to seeing that one. I like the package we got from Marina Shafir. She's looking pretty good, pretty decent. I haven't seen much of her in AEW. I remember she was one of Ronda's girls, wasn't she? WWE a while ago. Wasn't she one of the 4 horsewomen of UFC or something? Something like that. Anyway, she's in AEW and she wants Jade Cargill. She ain't beating Jade Cargill. No way, no hell, no chance in hell. Decent women's match, but the wrong person won. I don't like Red Velvet. She can barely look over the top rope, so I can't take her seriously. But I do enjoy Willow Nightingale. Every time I've seen her, And I've only seen her twice now. She's impressed me. She was very good today in this match. Why isn't she going over? Baffling. Make that make sense. Just doesn't. That girl is clearly more talented than Red Velvet. Do me a favour. Make it make sense, man. Come on, Tony. Sort it out, mates. Nese is backstage, and who knew? Who knew Tony Nese was a part of the roster? I don't know. We never see him in a match. Ever. Never saw him in WWE. We don't see him in AEW. He is irrelevant. Like, the top of irrelevant, basically. We don't see him. Nobody cares, Tony. Smart Mark does, because they're off together now, doing something, planning something, scheming. Who knows what we're going to see in the future with them two. But this show was all about the main event. And you've got to say, Mark Henry's got the easiest job in AEW, hasn't he? It's time for the main event. That's all he does. That's his job. But if he's getting paid, fair play to the geezer. Anyway, we go to the match. And we knew Wheeler Yuta has been like, he's the flavour of the month for Tony Khan, isn't he? He's loving himself some Wheeler Yuta at the moment. And so's Regal, so's Danielson, and so's everybody else at the moment. And I got to say, put some respect on his name, because he put in another banger of a match here tonight. It was a great match, probably one of the best matches this week I've seen. And I've seen some decent ones. There's been some good matches this week, we've got to admit. This was right up there, probably the best. Wheeler Yuta leaking claret all over the gaff. All over the gaff. It was pissing down his face. Running red. Like rose red. I mean, it looked like he'd had a bucket of paint poured over his head. It was that bad. I mean, it was good colour. Very, very good. And it added to them. It always does. People say, oh, you don't need it. You don't need blood. You do sometimes. And this was brilliant. Wheeler Yuta arrived in this match. Wheeler Yuta cemented his place in AEW as one of the top guys, in my opinion, after this match. He got his arse handed to him, and he just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. He just wouldn't. He was like a cockroach. He just would not die. Now, it took 2 paradigm shifts and him being just choked the hell out for him to finally just pass out. He didn't quit. He couldn't be pinned. Moxley had to kill him, man, nearly, for him to win that match. And he earned some respect from William Regal. He got the handshake and he got his place in the Blackpool Combat Club. Rightfully so. Great way for him to be put into that club. And the future's bright for Wheeler Yuta now, isn't it? Good Rampage. Enjoyed that. Especially the last match. The first match and the last match, like 2 bookends. Danielson and Moxley just killing it. The Blackpool Combat Club. Okay, I'm not a big fan of the name, but I'm a fan of the individuals that are partaking in that said faction. This was what it was all about. It was all about the Blackpool Combat Club, this show. Very enjoyable for me. 1 hour, good hour of professional wrestling. Let me know what you thought down below. This is Wrestling Bants, and I'll see you next time. Stay lucky.